Hello everyone, I have another Unkillable comp here for you, Unkillable team, and it is kind of preparation for this new guy we have on a fusion. I don't know his name, but you can use him instead of Steel Skull. So what do you do here to set this Unkillable up? You just use A1 or A2 with Man-Eater, and then you can use protection from Steel Skull. You don't have to, but it's just to survive through those first two AoE attacks. And then you just use A1, and I'm going to show you here that this composition is going to work on Spirit Affinity as well, because Badal gonna be the first one to play in that round, and he's gonna cleanse the speed debuff only in a first rotation. Afterwards, you're gonna get protected from Man-Eater. So see here, imagine that this was a spirit boss. Badal would cleanse it, and you can have everything set up for the Unkillable composition. Now, you don't still use Taurus A3 ability. You want him to stun anyone. You don't care who is he stunning now, because you didn't use any important abilities in first 3 rounds yet. So you cleanse with the Steel Skull, because you want to have rotation prepared. You want to have it on a cooldown for the next time he needs to use it. Now you cast Unkillable with Man-Eater, and you don't have to use cleanse from Badal anymore. See, you're gonna be protected for the second AoE. Now you don't use protection from Steel Skull, because you're gonna need it to heal you up. This guy is gonna use A3 now, drop his health down to 1%. Badal is gonna heal him a bit. Steel Skull gonna heal him by 20%. And everyone else is gonna hit boss and get healed a little bit more, right? And naturally boss will stun this guy. You can cleanse him, you can also cleanse him with Badal, and basically you can let your team do automatic fight right now, and everything will fall in place. So you can see I'm pressing auto buttons here, and everything is working perfectly. I'm gonna show you speeds a little bit later, but I wanted to talk to you about this composition and other similar compositions where you have a problem to make a boss attack a specific guy with the stun. What is the problem? I'm working on this for some time with a friend called Nixar, and he's a guy from my cluster, not in my clan, but he's in my cluster, and we're working together on some different Unkillable setups. So what we noticed that the boss is changing targets when your team is below 15 or 20% health. We cannot know for sure now, because we don't have champions that heal by 15% HP. My Steel Skull is healing by 20% of allies' HP level. That means that on a stun turn, everyone is at least 20% HP level. What was happening before, when I didn't have a Steel Skull, is that my Badal didn't heal enough. He did not heal 20% of everyone's HP, because he's healing from his attack. So when a guy that you want to be stunned is dropping down below 20%, while everyone else is above 20%, boss changes the priority, and he ignores that guy, like he's dead already, or like he's unkillable. He recognizes him as an unkillable target, and he changes and attacks the second guy that is lowest on health, but is about 20%. So what you want to make sure that the guy will always attack the one target, the same target. You want that target to be low on HP, but about 20%, and everyone else needs to be above that. And boss will even attack him if he's a weak target. Just don't have strong and weak affinities in the same team. For example, this is the red boss. He wants to attack the blue target, so the situation is here clear. But imagine if it was what target is weak on a blue? Yeah, imagine if it was a spirit boss, right? Spirit boss is a weak to a blue affinity, so you think he would want to avoid the blue target. He would not want to stun him. But if others are neutral, like void affinities, the boss will still be stunning the Taurus guy, the blue guy. You just cannot have affinity that is weak on a boss, right? And affinity that is strong on a boss in a same team. That way, of course, boss will attack the affinity that he is strong against. So in this composition, Badal is crucial for this setup. And if I want this setup to work on a spirit boss, I need to add another champion that is red affinity and make boss attack that other champion. That's most likely gonna be Skullcrusher, because he is also red affinity like Badal, and if you make him lower on HP than Badal, the boss will attack him instead. Okay, let's jump here to the end of the fight to see how much damage this team made. It's about 30 million. And I have to tell you that my Taurus does not have masteries yet, so he doesn't have his War Master talent. It will increase this damage a little bit more, and with the better gear, he can go over 35 million. I'm sure. Why? Because I didn't have Badal's aura before that is giving me 25% crit rate, so I have every champion already built at 100% crit rate, and I don't need that now, so I can remove crit rate gloves and from every of my champion and add crit damage gloves instead. That will make every other champion attack much harder than they attack right now, and that would definitely bring me up to 35 million per key. Here it says that Badal is at 186 speed, but he's actually at 186.24 speed because he have one speed set on. Maneater is at 306.52 because he have two speed sets on. Steel Skull is at 241, but his true speed is 241.32. Occult Brawler is at 179.76 and Taurus is at 241.24. That's it for now. I'm gonna be coming back with a new Unkillable setup, improved one, soon enough. Please subscribe and see ya.